Last year, I found myself in intestinal failure as well as gastroparesis, like grade 4. So diagnosed with malnutrition and started TPN. It is looking like IVIG. It's a type of dysautonomia that's extremely rare. It's like 1 in a million, but it's autoimmune autonomic gangliopathy, probably the reason why my bladder and then GI failed. Starting IVIG in 2 weeks. We're doing a loading dose of 4-hour infusions for 4 days in a row. After the loading dose of IV immunoglobulin therapy, I will get a dose every 3 weeks. So things move pretty fast. On Valentine's Day, I got extremely ill at like 1 in the morning and was like, take me to the hospital. I went to my local hospital, Dominican, the emergency room, and they gave me morphine, more nausea meds, and I felt fine to go home. So I went home. The next morning, I got a call from a physician at Dominican, and they were like, your blood grew bacteria, you need to come back immediately. So I decided to go to Stanford instead since my team is here. I'm super glad I did because I grew something really weird and difficult to treat. So I'm on antibiotics I've never been on before. 2 of them, and one of them is like a combo one, so kind of 3 antibiotics. I advocated from the first ER doctor I saw, like every single day, and my neurologist called me, and my neuro, my GI, infectious disease, and my hospitalist, they all arranged for me to get IVIG tonight. So, just waiting. I'm excited because I was really afraid to have to wait another week to do these infusions outpatient and for my disease to keep progressing in the meantime. So I'm really happy that we're doing it, but at the same time I'm like, I wasn't ready. But we're doing it. My nurse did warn me though that we might have to get another line because my dual lumen is not really enough for all these antibiotics, TPN, and IVIG, so we'll see. He's trying to make it work with just 2. You guys, my nurses were the absolute sweetest, but there was one nurse in particular who was trying so hard to make it work with just my dual lumen line, all these meds, and unfortunately all of my electrolytes crashed, as they do with Gittleman's, and that meant they had to replace all of them on top of all the other things I was getting. So I unfortunately did have to get an ultrasound guided IV placement. And then because my potassium was so low, I couldn't go roaming outside like I normally do in the hospital, which brings me a lot of sanity. And my nurse felt so bad about that, so he offered to go and get me a coffee from the Starbucks inside Stanford, and it just honestly made my day. I told myself I was going to vlog this experience, but day 1 of IVIG, down. No reaction. I was super anxious because of mast cell, but it went super smoothly. And then I was super nervous, so I didn't vlog afterwards, but nothing crazy happened after. Like, I had pain, but I was like in pain already from the blood infection or whatever. But did my second one last night. I'm on 25 grams of Privigen. Tonight will be day 3, and the doctor said that some people respond after the 3rd infusion, and then some people don't respond until like 3 months later, so we'll see. But so far so good. It takes like 1,000 or 10,000? No, 1,000 blood donors to make 1 dose, so I don't even want to know how expensive they are. But really happy that so far no reactions.
Hey, party, come on in. Perfect timing. Good. How are you guys doing?
I did end up getting one of those migraines from hell that everyone talks about. Basically, they just gave me IV morphine every couple hours, and I just had to suffer through it, and then it went away, and I was okay. No pain meds all night. I didn't wake up in horrendous pain. One more IVIG, number 5, tonight. IVIG number 5. Yay, 5 Finished my 5th IVIG round, so tomorrow I get to go home. This is my view, my office view for today. My main objective of sharing all of this was to just say that I was so freaked out to do IVIG, and it ended up being totally fine, aside from one terrible migraine. So maybe if you're freaking out about an upcoming IVIG loading dose, I didn't need to worry as much. Why you gotta do me like this, Adobe?
I am curious what this
Liquid sunshine!